You're now listening to So You Were Saying
with Dora and Lex.
Tune in every Friday for the latest episode.
Hey, guys.
What's up?
We back.
Hey, guys. You are now tuned in to another episode of So You Were Saying with your host,
Miss Dora.
and Lex.
Boom, boom.
Hey, hey,
Okay. We're getting carried away. Stop it.
Oh,
Okay.
it was just getting good.
I know. We could have made a whole song.
We should make an intro song.
No. If y'all would have seen her face, she looked weird.
I
And
was
not
so
only
excited.
weird, but crazy.
I was
Like that lady at Target that started talking
the
to
lady
me.
at Target tonight, bro.
Oh,
She was
God.
like, we were like, yeah, Dora trying to get away so bad, so fast, but I couldn't pack the bags that fast.
If this was like a zombie apocalypse, we would have gotten eaten. Me and the baby and Lex would have been done because she
couldn't
could
get the
not walk
bags,
away.
like packed up that fast. But anyways, that lady was. She was
creeped
talking
me
to her
out.
like as if she worked there, and Dora's like, bro.
No,
in
it wasn't.
Spanish.
It wasn't even like that. It's just the way that she said it. Because first she realized the turtle dropped her sippy
Oh,
cup.
the sippy cup, right?
So then I didn't even know. Like she didn't say excuse me, nothing. She just was like doña, and I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, you looked concerned when she said it. And I saw you looking down on it.
Right.
And I was like, what is she looking for? But
And
I wasn't
then-
paying too much attention. So
Right, but the thing is, then she looked like she was talking to me, but she wasn't making eye contact with me, and she had headphones on. So I'm like,
oh, did she?
Yeah, I was like, are you talking to me? Are you talking like who are you talking
We're
to?
super
sis?
sidetracked right now, you guys.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, that's not important.
Run
but
that
she
back.
freaked me out.
Run
But
that
anyways,
back.
I was like, my child's in the car. Like,
Oh my
that's
god.
what- So, anyways,
We're back, you guys. Tonight's episode, we about to give y'all some of this TT during this whole bariatric gastric bypass
journey.
sauce. Yeah. So let's go.
So this episode is called The Fasting.
Yeah. Y'all, this episode I've been waiting for because one, Dora's about to have to spill some super, super uncomfortable tea. But not because she's gonna be uncomfortable, but because this is gonna give you guys like the real of it really like
How psycho I am?
I mean, not just how she's definitely psychotic, bro. Like this, y'all about to see. Like she about to break it down, and I'm gonna be like, I told you, girl, you sound crazy. But not just that, is more of this is where the flaw kicks in. Like, right, those ugly sides that people don't like to talk about, those like really uncomfortable truths about yourself that people don't want to share. Like, this is your part of that, and I'm just so excited because
It's my tea.
it's not that it's your tea. I'm just so proud of you. Like, yo, you don't understand. You have overcome so much, and like you have put yourself in a place to just finally
Promote growth.
finally put yourself first. Like finally put you first. Like this is one thing that you're doing where you're not like you're concerned about your family and things of that nature, but like this is all about Dora.
Right.
And this part of it is just it's ugly and it's true.
Mhm.
And it's just like, you know what? This happened and it happens, unfortunately. But I got through it and here we are. Like the surgery is one and done, baby. So I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped about her journey. I have no idea the growth that she has gone through over these past like 7+, what has it been, like almost 8 years that we've been friends, girl? I'm like, yeah.
Damn. It's
Yeah,
been
it
a
is.
long time.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
I know,
Well,
girl.
anyways, thank you, girl.
You're welcome.
Thank you for the intro.
Here we go. It's all you. Take
Okay,
the floor.
so, oh boy, this is a tough one. Like, I didn't really thinking in my head, like I said it, but okay. Obviously, if you've listened to the previous episode was called the pre-op.
Right.
Part of the pre-op situation and circumstances that you have to do to be able to get bariatric surgery and be accepted through your insurance is that my insurance required 6 months of weigh-in. Now, I started doing this through I don't want to say the peak, but I guess the second peak of COVID, right?
Uh-huh.
And because of that, I was able to do my weigh-ins virtually. So in essence, I could weigh myself and then report my weigh-ins.
Oh my God. So you were lying.
Shut up.
Oh my God. It
Shut
just
up.
clicked. It just clicked. I forgot that. You told me that before. Like I knew you were doing them virtually, but for some reason that just clicked.
Right.
The tea. Oh my God. I'm so excited. Okay.
I
My bad.
can't.
My bad.
So, well, she just spilled the tea.
My bad.
So in essence, what took place is because of that, it was a blessing and a curse
Right.
because it allowed me to manipulate the system for a very long time until I actually had to get to the weight that I was
I
reporting.
wish I could see me right now. Like, I wish I had a bag of popcorn. I'm saying, like, tell me the story, girl.
I'm done. So in essence, the way that it would work is it's like telehealth, right? You call in your doctor. It's a video
Right.
thing. They ask you, there's certain questions that go in. They check, your stance and how firm you are with this surgery. And you report your weight. Now, me being who I am, the procrastinator that I am, right? The first time that I go around, I was like, oh, I need telehealth, right? Mind you, I live in a home where we have my grandfather and, stepping out for visits and especially into a clinic where, there's many COVID patients, germs and all of that. Like I wasn't trying to expose anyone.
Right.
I also work from home. So it's like the exposure is even more because I really don't leave my house. So when telehealth was given, I was like, yeah, I'll do telehealth now. So Miss Dora realized the first time, right? I'm like, oh, what's your weight? So I reported this weight, right? So let's say that the number was X, Y, Z.
Are you ever gonna like actually disclose that part?
Oh God. I know, right? Like
okay, here's my thought process on it.
Oh God.
Is obviously to get bariatric surgery, you have to be of a certain number, right? So there's already like this swarming idea of people like, okay, well, what number is it? Like everybody wants to know a number.
No, everybody doesn't want to know. You want to know.
I know the number already.
Well, you know the number now.
I was like, I know the number now, but I didn't know back then.
Right.
But I know now. But like now I'm just like, maybe they're like me. Like maybe I be wanting to know. I want all of the chimo, like chimosa, whatever y'all be calling it in Spanish. I want all of that.
El chisme.
Chisme. Yeah. Yes. Tell me the tea.
Oh, girl. Damn. And you want to know what's funny? And I will say this. Through all of my journeys, even the one that I took through Instagram, I mentioned how much weight I had dropped, but I never did release the actual number.
Oh, yeah, you did.
I've never actually in my entire life released the number. I think the first person that I've ever released the number to was you. I've never released that number to my parents. I've never released the number. It's so triggering. And it's crazy. Like right now, I'm
if
like,
y'all can see her face right now.
Yo, like,
is your heart racing?
It's anxiety producing.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing.
It's not. It's your life. It's your truth. A number doesn't make you or break you. A number is just a number.
And you think you overcome certain things in life. And it's crazy how like comfortable I am to express the journey, but how that number is like
so triggering.
So triggering. Like super triggering. But again, it's fine. It don't matter. It don't matter, really.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, God. All right.
But it will get you past this hump.
You just want me to say
it. No, I'm...
Okay.
Listen, so, if we're gonna give him the truth, we're gonna give him the truth.
Yes. Okay. So when I took my journey, let's just go back a step, right? When I took my journey on Instagram, I want to say around 295 pounds when I started.
This is when I brought you the birthday cake.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I slowly started breaking down, and I got to my lowest when everybody saw that I was like super snatched, right?
Yes.
Super snatched. Yeah. Look at that waist, girl. And booty was on popping.
Yes, it was.
That booty was on popping. That booty was on popping at 232 pounds exactly. And that's how crazy how
This was
weight
the
works.
road to 75, right? This is when we started
Correct.
the road to 75.
Right.
We had titles for her weight loss journey. Like, this is how we like kept her accountable, and it was just like, girl, we on road. We did like road to 50, then we did road to 75, and then we kind of just stopped. But we was like, I had already, not for nothing, I had your road to 100 congratulatory like prize already like ready.
Okay.
And then we like stopped, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna push it. So now that we're doing this, I'm like, I got it ready again, girl.
So we were at 232. Lord Jesus.
It's okay.
Woo!
This is why I'm making you laugh so you don't cry.
Okay, so it's not a crying affair. It's just, I just think it's so freaking embarrassing.
It's
it's just so freaking embarrassing to me at this point. But whatever. We're going full disclosure. I later was able to regain everything back and then some. Because I initially gained it back and I was at 271.
But you gotta give them a backstory. You can't just tell them, oh, I gained it back. Okay, you were so dedicated. What happened? Why did you gain it back?
I became complacent. Initially, right?
Okay.
I became complacent initially. And I stopped going to the gym. My gym partner had started a different career. So then our hours and times, I'm most accountable with a partner.
Yeah.
Because I am and Lex has said, like, this is the first time that you're actually dedicating the time for you, but that's really true. Everything that, oh my goodness, excuse me. But every time that I've done something, it's always been because either somebody else needed my assistance, blah, blah, blah. So with that journey, like, what?
Run that back. We won't give our names over here.
Okay. All right. Oh
my goodness. Had my friend
Sally.
Okay.
Okay. And, we were doing great. But then again, career change, times change, and it just didn't match up. So without having her there, it was just like, oh, okay, well.
I don't have to go.
I'll go to the gym tomorrow. I go to the gym tomorrow. I go to the gym tomorrow. It's changed from 232 pounds to 271 pounds.
Right.
And that's where I basically maintained myself. Because I was like, girl, by that time I had realized, and I was like, Dora, it's enough. Like, we need to, like, there has to be a permanent change to this. Like, I'm done yo-yoing. Like, I'm done. Like, I'm sick. I'm tired of it. Like, I'm done. And then life hit. And I think I went a little bit into
like
this.
October through December kind of feels.
Right, exactly. So I went into the whole, what I explained with the decision.
Right.
And October, November hit. And I caught COVID and my grandfather got hospitalized and everything became real. And like, I was very unhappy at my job. I had a switch of management. Like, it was just everything that could go wrong did go wrong in a very short amount of period of time.
Right.
I caught COVID. Like, girl, sis was like throwing like rock after rock after rock. And it's just like, at some point, and then I was also upset that I had already gained weight. Right. So I went back to my coping mechanism.
Right.
It's not that I needed it. It's just, like I said, it was a habit and that's what I was used to. And that's where I landed. Now that binge eating skyrocketed me back to 295. And I was like, WTF. Exclamation.
Yeah, I can see her. She's like doing the finger movements for the exclamation point.
I was like, and I did not even believe that because, again, when I get up to a certain weight, I've become so uncomfortable at my own image that I miss the mirrors in my house on purpose.
Yo, she dead, but I can't. I'm trying not to curse, but she will dead ass. I can't even like not say it. She will like put. I remember at one point.
My clothing rack.
She would put the clothing. Yeah, I was like, dang, am I gonna say this?
Clothing rack.
But yeah, she would put the clothing rack by the in front out of the closet, in front of the closet doors, because she has like two closets right next to each other, and she would block the mirror that was there. Mm-hmm. And every time I went over, I was like, why is this always here? And before I didn't know, and then she disclosed it with me, and I was just like, oh, okay, I get that. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. And then it goes as far as, so I would not brush my teeth in the bathroom because there's a mirror there. So I brush
Oh
my
yeah, the
teeth in my
kitchen sink.
kitchen sink.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sick. Um,
Listen, at the end of the day, everybody has like things that they do
mhm,
to
to cope.
cope, right? To cope, to avoid admitting things to themselves. Like this, like I said, this is the ugly truth. This is the ugly truth that just
Mhm,
is yours, and it is what it is. But it doesn't make
right.
you any less valuable, any less of a person, any
Mhm,
less to be loved, like deserving of love, like everything. That it doesn't take away from the Dora.
of course not.
It just shows that girl, you human just like we are.
So now you'll know a little bit of background story.
Right.
So now, the first time that I went for my first appointment, I was actually 266. I said 271 because I'm like, oh, a little bit of leeway, right?
Okay.
And then I also figured out, oh, you're not actually going to have me face the camera to the scale as I'm weighing
On it.
myself.
Right.
You're just going to ask me.
Right.
So if you ask me,
I can tell you whatever I want.
I could tell you whatever I want. So
Yeah.
for 6 months, I gave them, and again, we're in the Bronx. I'm sorry if y'all hear that. But for 6 months, I gave them the weight of 271. During that time frame, I ballooned up, and I am shocked to even say this because the day it was February. When was the baby shower? February 25th was the baby shower, I believe.
Sounds about right.
Right. And I started my whole process of freaking out because at this point I
Oh my
had
God, bro, that wasn't even that long ago. I'm over here like calculating the days
right,
and the times and the numbers and the whatever that
right.
we were like, yeah, this far away, this far away, this far away. Bruh.
Just wait. Don't
Bruh.
don't give away the tea because you lived it, girl. Don't
I'm
give
like,
away the
what?
tea.
No, it's
I'm ge-
clicking. Everything is making sense.
Okay. I'm gonna explain to you how much sense it does not make to what I did,
No, it doesn't. She's very psychotic,
but
y'all.
when when it comes to it, I work very well under pressure. I do not. Let me just
She
preface
doesn't like
this.
to lose.
No.
She don't like to lose. That is a
Okay.
big part of it too. Don't lie.
Let me just say this, okay? By no way, shape, or form, what I'm about to disclose is anything healthy that I advise anyone to do or take into as any type of example.
Oh yes, please.
I do not. I do not take this. Like, please do your research on what you do. I'm not medically trained. I'm not a medical professional. I am in no way telling you anything what to do. This is just my truth of what I did because of what I needed to do because I had no other option because I placed myself in this situation. No one else did. So during that time frame from the whole time that I was doing these 6 weigh-ins, it got to a point where it's like I knew I had to stop. I knew I had to stop binging. I knew I had to own up to the fact that I was basically because when I weighed on the scale on February 26th, I was actually at 301. In my
No way.
entire life, I swear to God, in my entire life, I have never seen a 3 in my entire life. That day, I panicked. I panicked like nobody's business. I swear, if you could see Lex's face,
I'm
her
sorry.
jaw is like to the floor.
I'm just
She's like,
like,
what?
I didn't what? Yeah, literally what?
Yes. And you want to know when I knew that I had ballooned up past the level that was nowhere near? And thank God that we never released that reel. But remember when I was doing that reel on the floor and I saw myself
And you put the pillow in front of you?
and I put the pillow in front of me? I realized then. And I was like, oh crap, we have a problem. Because I have a surgery date and I have to do a check-in. And that day they are going to weigh me and they're going to weigh me in person. And I'm 30 pounds above where I need to be.
Yo.
That realization hit on February 26th. I then would push to be able to eat what I wanted until February 28th on the dot.
What happened that day? I'm trying to think. What does that sound so like? What did we do?
I don't know what we did, but I pushed it till February 28th. I'm sorry. No. So let me preface. So prior to the days of starting of I had a friend that had a baby shower on February 25th.
Right.
I had been been fasting, right? Water fasting. So meaning you don't eat anything, you don't just
water.
just water, coffee, anything 0 calorie, right? So you can have Diet Coke, you can have whatever. A couple of days before. So I had dropped down to on the 25th. Then I ate on that day normally,
Yeah, I remember.
right? And then it came to and then I ate again. I binged on the next 2 days.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. Oh, I definitely did. Oh, I definitely did. Your girl had, and I remember my exact last meal, penne alla vodka with chicken, sausage, and shrimp.
Where? I thought the last day you ate was the baby shower.
Nope, the last day I ate was 20 on 2 days after. Basically the 27th. Because the 28th, that's when I started because I knew I was like, if you do not start now, you're not going to be within weight of what you needed to do. I would then, and this episode is called The Fasting because, honey,
Yo,
from
she went
February
from
28th to March 13th.
For 13th? Yeah, 13th is when you, we were
Oh,
like,
I have
1 pound away, 1 pound away.
Till March 13th.
Yeah.
I had water, coffee, tea, and that's it. Your girl got on that scale. 271, baby.
Yo.
The day of my weigh-in. I had my weigh-in. Then on the 14th, I was supposed to start my protein diet.
Liquid fast.
Right. I did not. I didn't eat anything again on the 14th. I didn't eat anything on the 15th. And then on the 16th, when I actually had to go for my pre-op and like in-person weigh-in, 271. That is 30 pounds in I think like 2 weeks. Something like that. 2 weeks, maybe a little bit.
Psychotic.
Maybe a little bit more.
She's crazy. Like, there's no way. First of all, I get too hungry. I can't be out here drinking just water and soda or whatever, anything 0 calorie. Give me some food. I'm such a foodie. I can't. But she did it. Yo, she did it. I can't, like, when I tell y'all, we would be on the phone and she's like, girl, like I got 10 pounds or 15 pounds or whatever. And like, I'm talking about this is like in the course of a few days. I'm like, all right, girl, we almost there. We almost there. But I didn't realize like how fast that actually went by until right now. I'm like, oh,
right.
Like this was like right now. Like this was, wow. Like this happened quick.
2 weeks.
Yes.
February 28th is the last day of February.
The day.
And then March 1st.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yo.
14.
That
14,
is scary. That is scary. And you have people like, and y'all, this is not healthy in any way, shape, or form. Again, we're not out here advising you to do these things. You do what you want. The ladies of So You Were Saying are not telling you to do nothing.
Right.
All I'm saying is, that's crazy.
Well, what I will say is this. Water fasting for the proper reasons, right, can be very beneficial because it allows your body to lose inflammation of your organs, cleanse itself,
right,
and all of that. There are methods in which you should do it and how you should do it and how much time frame. You should always consult a medical physician if you're going to do this because there are a lot of variables that go into that start switching because the enzymes and the way that your body works when you're not eating fluctuate a lot and your blood work can be messed up. It's very easy to get dehydrated. It's very easy to become nutrient deficient and vitamin deficient particularly. And you don't want to do that, right? So it is advised that you do it with a medical specialist. Now,
However,
what I will say is because I have yo-yo dieted since I want to say, realistically, since the age of 15, right? I know my body really, really well. I know my body down to a science.
Right.
And because I've been on different diets, keto, Atkins, paleo, LA Fitness, Weight Watch, or what was it? LA Weight Watch. I don't know, whatever. There was an LA one, Weight Watchers. I've been on all of those. I've become an expert on what functions for me.
Right.
Putting myself in ketosis, which is what happens when you're in water fasting, which what happens is the same thing that happens when you're in keto, doing keto, right? Meaning that your body switches from being energy driven from your actual carbohydrates
To fat. Yeah.
and you become fat based is something that works very well in my body.
Right.
But again, it is not sustainable.
No.
It isn't sustainable because it's very rigid, it's very regimented. And there are people that do extended keto for many, many years and they live fine. But keto is not for everyone. Being in ketosis is not for everyone because there's certain things. You will feel those heart palpitations. You will.
It's me, y'all. She looking at me like, girl, it's you. Because I called her one day. I attempted to do a fat. What was it? It was like, I think it was like the second day.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to say it was like day 2. Maybe even day 1. I don't know. I think it was day 2 though. And I was like, girl, something's wrong with me. Right. And she's like, tell me what's wrong. And I'm telling her, I'm like, my heart is racing. I'm like, I'm about to pass out. Like, I don't know what's going on. She's like, girl, go eat something. Your sugar's off.
Right.
Go eat something. And yeah, I swear to God, I ate and I was like, new woman. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Because some people, it's very shocking. But again, I did this. When I dropped the 50 pounds, there were portions and times that I used fasting to acquire certain goals.
Right.
But it was short term. This is the first time.
Oh, like when you did that watermelon diet.
Correct. It's a watermelon fast.
Watermelon fast.
Right.
After that, she couldn't eat watermelon.
I still don't.
She still can't. She still does not eat anything watermelon. Don't even put a slice of watermelon in her face. It's gonna like make her like gag.
And I'm like about to gag now. Stop talking about it. I can't. But what I'm saying is I've studied my body a lot. And like that's the crazy thing because most binge eaters and people that are like me, we would make like like you need a diet made. I got you. I can do it in a healthy way because it's just like I've learned so many things through so many like it's come as like it's trial and errors. It's always failing forward, right?
Right.
Like you learn one thing, you learn another thing, but again, it's just it's like the same thing. Like asking somebody that does bodybuilding or is a wrestler how they make weight.
Right.
Like you don't want to hear it because it's very sick. Like what they do is like dehydrate themselves and like starve themselves, But in essence, it works if you need to. Right. And at this point, I had no other choice. I would not have been able to do it if I was ingesting any calories. I needed to get 30 pounds down in 2 weeks. And I knew that at least by fasting 7 days, I could get at least 10 to 12 pounds, which is what I usually lose during a 1 week fast. And then I knew that if I incorporated working out. So I told Lex, I was like, I got to walk on this treadmill. I got to walk on this treadmill on an incline and I need to get the sweat on because I need these pounds down. And she's like, oh, well, I'll work out. And we got on the phone.
Yep.
I was doing that before and then she just joined in.
I was like, yeah, girl, I got you. I got to work out too. Let me join in. 30 minutes? All right.
Exactly. I was like, all 30 minutes because the thing is, you have to realize you're not intaking anything and you also don't want to work past
Tell them how dedicated you were.
Oh, God, I will. Hold on. I'm getting to that. But you don't want to work out past the time of, of making yourself hungry.
Right.
Because you don't want to trigger that gremlin in your body. That's the
I need to go to sleep gremlin. That's what it is for me.
No.
It's like, don't eat at the girl. Just go to sleep. Just go to sleep.
Well, gremlin is what your body, I don't know if it's a protein, whatever. It's what makes you hungry, right?
No,
that's what you produce.
In my head, I'm thinking about a little gremlin.
Oh, right.
A little gremlin, like yelling at me, like, go eat. No, go to sleep.
I can't. But that's just what you don't want to do. So it's just like I was and again, it's a science and like you're breaking it down and I'm like,
yo, it's
percentage,
numbers, bro.
Right?
It's numbers. Like when I tell you Dora can sit here and calculate the fudge out of some numbers, I know my body and I will still call Dora like, all right, girl, make the math.
Make it work.
Make it work. I need you to tell me, okay, this how many, this calories, this carbs, these sugars, saturate, non-saturate. What I need. All right, my BMI says this, but the scale say this. Like,
which one's true?
Which one's true?
It's just like, what is it telling you for the reading of water and bone density? But yeah, it's just like you learn so much through this whole thing. And I think that's just one of the things that it's like a blessing and a curse because when you have to be in this mindset, like it's like go, 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 and you become so neurotic about it. It's just like, oh my God, to the point where I could have had protein on the 14th and the 15th and still been okay if I stayed under 500 because technically that's still fasting. Um, but at the same time, I was like, no, because I want to be at 0. So then I would have had to, work out enough to be able to cover that.
Right.
Again, I'm not saying, you cannot outwork out. You cannot
outwork your eating habits.
Yes, please. I'm not saying that.
You cannot do that.
No,
don't think that, well, if I just work out,
no,
then it's great. But you definitely want to be in a caloric deficit to lose weight. But
Right.
we're not even talking about that right now.
No, but I'm saying that
the point is, don't think that you could just go run off what your mouth eats. You can't.
Right. No. But what I'm saying is when you're at the low calorie that I technically could have done that at 500 calories.
At 500, yeah.
Right. But technically maintenance for most people is about 1,800 more.
Right.
So, and if you're a male, it's like 2,500. So no, you're not outrunning that. Like you would be running marathons to get that. So no. And you're better off doing a HIIT workout. And anyways. Anyways, what are you talking about that? But it's just that's just what I'm saying. So I was just like psycho about that. So it's just like it took me maybe until like day 4 to like start the protein.
Right.
Because I was just like, oh my God, I'm going to gain weight. I'm going to gain weight because after you come off of fasting, the first couple of pounds that you're going to gain right away is going to be all the water weight.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Because it's just like, and no, I wasn't dehydrated because I was drinking 64 ounces of water.
Yep.
Actually, technically a total of 71 ounces of water per day.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But that's just because I wanted to flush my kidneys because of the, what is this? Oh my goodness. Why did I just draw a blank?
I don't know. I can't even help you with this one.
No, right. It's just no, because there's a enzyme that's produced. Oh my goodness. Why can't I think about this? Oh, proteins, because you don't want proteins in your pee. And if they tested my pee, then they would know I'm on ketosis. And then I didn't want that. You see how neurotic? Do you see how neurotic?
No, I know. Trust me. I'm telling you. This is why I call you for certain things. I'll be like, come on, put on your psycho brain. I need tips.
So yes. So would I advise to do this? No, don't do it my way. Okay. This is me admitting my dirty truth, right? To tell y'all, if this is what you want, do it the proper way. Right. Work out when you have to. Quit the negative habits beforehand.
Right.
Because it's going to be better. It's going to be easier for you. I've been unfortunately training this for my whole entire life as far as manipulating my brain to not have to trigger the binging my entire life. And that's why I was able to get away with what I was able to get away.
Right.
But if you come from a background where you're not in control of your binge eating and it may be triggered by anything, like, no, you're not ready, sis.
Yeah.
It's just like, because I was in a state, like I even remember like being fasting and I'll come over to Lex and we'll be filming and she has to eat. Obviously I can't tell her not to eat.
Yeah, let me tell you.
And I just sit there.
I don't hold back.
And I literally just sit here. No, but the thing is, I'm in a position where it doesn't even faze me.
Yeah.
I could smell food. I could see food. I haven't tasted food in 10 days, but it's okay, sis. Like, do what you got to do. Because all my mindset was I needed to lose those 30 pounds, but I did it to myself. And you shouldn't do it to yourself.
Yeah.
My best advisement. I'm done. That's the fast thing. Like y'all got all the tea. What else do you want to know?
Tell them the funny part.
What fun? Oh, yes. Okay.
I'm like, tell them the funny part.
I can't. So there was a day that Lex and I hadn't worked.
Like 2 days ago, bro.
I was gonna say a day. They don't need to know the specifics. Like, anyways, you don't know when this is filmed anyways.
Right.
But so I had just hopped out of the shower. We were supposed to do an Amazon Live, but then complications led to us not doing an Amazon Live that day and then just pushing it for that next Saturday.
Right.
And Lex was like, if I don't work out now, I was on Canva editing. She's like, if I don't work out now.
Yeah, I was like patiently waiting, tapping my foot. Because when we're on the phone and we're like, we have things that we have to do, right? But we do best when we do best when we're on the phone to get things done for the so you were saying.
Well, because I have questions.
No, I know. We work better together.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So and vice versa. At that time though, I didn't have anything to do. I was waiting for her to finish. And I'm just sitting here tapping my leg. I'm like, bro, should hurry up. Because we ain't gonna go live. I gotta work out. If I don't work out now, it's just not gonna happen. Like it needs to happen now. Right? So I'm not saying any of this. I'm like in my head, just like whatever. She can't see me because we're not on FaceTime this time. So I'm just like shaking. And she's talking and in my head, I'm like, shut the fudge up and just hurry up.
It's like, we gotta work out. So mind you, I just hopped out of the shower and just had like my robe on and like my little terry towel.
All comfortable. Like she's not about to work out.
Like just, okay.
She's like, Alexa's gonna forget about this workout. Let me just do this work.
I just got to do this work. And I was just like so wrapped up, like, so you were saying or whatever. So Lex is like, if I don't do this now, I'm not going to do it. Oh my God. And we have to work out. So I said, okay, fine. My treadmill, I'm like a hop, skip away. So I was like, bet. I got off my rolly chair, got on my treadmill. I didn't even put shoes on.
Right. So this is how fast it happened. I'm trying to get my program set up on the TV, and I hear the treadmill in the background. I said, "Girl, you on a treadmill already?" Yeah, because if I don't do it now, I'm just not gonna do it.
Exactly. So here I am. But let me set you up for this. So I'm barefoot, right? In a robe,
butt naked,
What?
butt naked with a messy butt in the robe, barefoot on a treadmill, and
with
I'm
my
like,
little towel on top.
I'm like, there's no way you put clothes on that fast,
right? And then here I am, and I'm like telling Lex, and I was like, well, that's why I live by myself, because if I didn't, when I want to walk naked on my treadmill, I can.
And Mason, her dog is just like sitting beside the treadmill watching her, and I'm like, bruh. And the visual in my head, I'm like, titties out, just like, booty out. And Mason's like sitting there.
I was just like, it's fine. I have my robe on, I'm like flossing, and it's like, as I'm walking,
dedicated,
like thinking I'm fancy, like doing the walk and pushing it back. I'm like, yes.
All she was missing, it should have been like a silk road with some fancy heels. Like I'm telling you, like also she just had to be like, it was like a sexy walk.
Yeah, like, I was like, yes. But your girl did 30 minutes, on her little incline, and whatever. I took another shower and then took my behind to finish what we needed to finish for So You Were Saying, and I took my ass to sleep.
That's it. It was like time for bed. I left her after that 30 minutes. I was done. I'm like, girl, good night. I'm going to bed. Do what you do.
Yeah, I was like, here I am editing and stuff, but sometimes you just gotta sacrifice. But what I advise is
just
don't sacrifice the way that I had to sacrifice. It was unnecessary. Did I make it happen? Yes, I definitely did.
But don't do that. It's really not. It really, y'all, that's like some next level mental discipline that most people really are not prepared for. And it's not something that I would advise, just because, bro, if you have the time to put things in order, put them in order.
Right.
Put them in order, because although she got through it, it was very overwhelming.
It gave right,
and it's very overwhelming and anxiety driven.
Right.
It was definitely like a very anxiety driven accomplishment, which is never like, they're not good. Like people do it all the time, unfortunately, but it's not a good thing to do, because your body is like in constant, your nervous system is like constantly shifting and shaking and like changing, and it's just, obviously do what you got to do, right? And do what you want to do. And again, we're not advising you to do this, because go speak to whoever you need to speak to about it. But just, if you don't have to put yourself through that stress, because it's stressful,
right?
Don't do it.
Don't do it at all. Like, seriously, don't do it at all. You're in that anxious state 24/7. Your days are consumed by calorie counts. Your days are consumed by scales. Your dates are consumed by everything that has to do with,
like, you can't slip up. There's no, oh, let me chew a piece of gum.
No.
Let me suck on a mint. Let me
five calories here. Like, although technically just by your base metabolic rate will probably take care of it, because how many calories you actually burn just by existing, by breathing and stuff like that. There is five calories wouldn't matter, but in my head, because
it's mental.
Right, in my head, because I was 30 pounds to go, I had like 5 calories would not. Like, this is what people who have eating disorders go through.
Yeah.
Like that is how their brains work. And unfortunately, I do have a tick because of that, because of my own eating disorder, with being binge eater. So you learn to manipulate, and for many years it can work, but eventually you hit a block wall where it just doesn't work anymore, and you realize, like, damn, you're not going to be 17, 18, you're not 21 anymore, where
it don't bounce back like it used to, girl.
Like it used to. And before, manipulating stuff was great, but not anymore. But I mean, I do have certain tactics that I have used, and I did use this one. But on that note, that's all my teases.
That was a lot of tea, girl.
I know.
That was a lot of tea. I really hope y'all are enjoying this series so far. I think it's a great I think it's great. Like, I'm just here for all of it. I'm here for Dora's truth to be exposed and just like out there because there are so many people who are going through similar things and going through things, and there are people who are considering bariatric surgery and or people who are just really curious about it from other people's perspective, right? So I thought that this was just I still think this is just such an amazing like season, y'all. Like if y'all are not getting the goods from this season, I don't even know like bye. But it's good stuff. This is good. Like this is so good. I'm here for all of it. And I'm proud and I'm excited. And I'm just so nervous. I'm ready for this surgery, girl. I'm ready for this surgery. Well, by the time that y'all hear this, we already had a surgery. I'm going with you.
We now share a stomach. It's the size of the bag.
She already had her surgery, but oh god, all the excitement that's coming from this like pre-op and everything. I'm just like, ah.
It's a journey.
It's a journey.
It's a journey for sure.
But anyways, as always, guys, thank you so much for being here with us. Thank you so much for dealing with our craziness and our like random outbursts because I know I'll be having so many. But as always
listen to us.
Duh.
And wait, first of all,
I ain't mean to cut into your part, but I'm like, duh.
Well, you can always listen to us every Friday at 6 a.m. We're on all platforms. So if you're listening to us on a particular platform, come back on Friday. You'll see another episode. Right. And then second of all, you need to check us out on IG, which is at So You Were Saying _. And then we're also on TikTok. So You Were Saying.
Right. And if you have any questions, email tell us at soyouweresaying.com.
And just so you know, this whole journey, I mean, once we release these episodes, will also be on my personal page at what is it?
Girl.
Let's talk with
Buhandi.
Now there's an underscore between BU_Handi. Okay.
Is it?
Yes, there
you
is.
need to change that. Why you got that like that? Don't make it difficult.
Because I can't have Let's Talk with Buhandi. It wasn't available.
Somebody's hating.
I know.
Somebody hating.
I'm about to trademark. After this,
guys. Thank you so much. Have a great night. We will see you guys here on this platform next Friday. Bye.
Bye.